Well, I used to say that I'm the second Carmody alphabetically. I come second in most of our books and course titles. I'm at the University of Tulsa also. As my speech just betrayed, I grew up in Massachusetts, central Massachusetts, another Irish Catholic family, although I went to public schools until I went to college. I went to Boston College and I spent time in the Jesuits, and then I went to Stanford University for a doctorate in religious studies, during which I spent a fair amount of time on world religions and also a lot of time on modern religious thought. My intellectual heroes have been people such as Bernard Lonergan, Karl Rahner, Eric Voegelin, who have tried to marry philosophical study of how human beings think and love and form their sense of reality with the data of the world religions. As my career has turned out, I've become more a writer than a full-time classroom teacher, although frequently Denise and I team teach courses together. But I have increasingly focused on sketching out books, doing the research for them, polishing up the intellectual outlines that we work from, and then trying to craft the paragraphs and the chapters and the sentences even that will render what we want to say as cogently and even elegantly as possibly we can do. I like to think of examples to illustrate principles and to get moving a dialectic between principles and examples that will render what we want to say. With an eye towards students' questions about how people work in the area of religion, I think I would agree with Denise that the best learning is personal, and that the best learning situations, whether with a book or in a classroom, are those in which we become engaged with the materials, so that we're not dealing with them simply because they're interesting historical information or they're points that we have to master for an exam, but because they're illustrating from other people's lives problems, issues, questions that we ourselves are able to get our hands around, our minds around, and find relevant to our own lives, our own beliefs, our own efforts to try to make sense out of the world.